You know, I love this. It really does feel like we're back in, I don't know, 2016, and the GRCs is just the next Transcontinental Race of Champions line, like the Ice Racers or the Carbon Racers. Man, I have so many fond memories of collecting the World Grand Prix variants from the various series. I mean, dating back to 2012 with the Silver Racers, and 2013-2014 with the Neon Racers. Man, that was just such a great vibe. And unfortunately, it concluded with the Carnival Racers in 2016, which is a pretty controversial line. Most people agree that Carbon and Ice were the best, but today we are going to find out which of all these Shu Todorokis, the original one included, is the best. And I cannot wait to bust open this GRC Shu Todoroki. And in fact, it already is busted open right here, because if you guys saw my GRC McQueen video from the other day, we already opened this 2-pack, but like I said, each of these characters deserve their own special video. There is so much detail, so much to go over, so much lore, and I need to give them their due, well-deserved, earned attention. So I'm going to go through the packaging because that's what we did for McQueen. And if you missed that video, you can check it out here. Now, I do want to say that both of these are going to be and kind of are already available as singles. McQueen in case H, Shu in case J. Now, all of that is kind of spread across the world right now. Both singles cases are available in Australia. The singles case H also available in Mexico, Greece, and Canada. Case J of singles also available in Greece. This 2-packs case only available so far in Brazil and Canada. I know, that was a lot of crazy information and none of it included the United States. So yeah, that's just kind of the current state of affairs right now. But I absolutely adore the packaging. One thing I did not mention in my review of McQueen is that this cutout is right here. I know I'm just pulling out the obvious, but that's a new card design that not all 2-packs have. In fact, none do except for the GRCs now. I don't know if the singles will have this cutout, this little divot as well. But for example, Ken Echinoki and Justin Roadrunner, that 2-pack in the same case does not have this cutout. So it is a GRC special thing. I love it. I also love the unique artwork that they're giving these characters, even though it's the same pose that we're used to. Like, this is the same expression, the same angle. We've seen Shu a million times, but the paint job is different and it allows us to take a nice little look at his contingency sponsors there, which look to be Ride, Rev, Lou. I don't know. It looks like REVLLEW, Revioli, and Petrola, because they're not super clear. Actually, those do look pretty good, to be honest, but ooh, they're actually different. Maybe it's because it's asymmetrical, but that list is a little different from this side. But of course, it could be different on either side. We'll have to get that checked out when we open them up, which I keep saying that. He's already open. New for 2024, we know that. Global Racers Cup logo. Very, very cool. And yeah, check out my review of McQueen because he is incredible. He's a top 5 release for me right now, and this stock image indicates that Shu Todoroki will have a new expression from the original that we have seen for over a decade. The very angry, determined expression that they pretty much reused on every version of him. I get it though, because there's not a whole lot of surface, not a lot of real estate to work with, so they just, you know, stuck with what they originally created. But this does look like it will be a different expression, so I'm excited about that. I wish they did show on the back the Miguel and Jackson Storm 2-pack or some of the other singles, but obviously this is the first one, so that's why they're not. This 2-pack, by the way, has a little date stamp up here, T11A, so that was made during the 11th week of 2024 at the A Factory. Now, I already opened this up, but I will rerun the unboxing clip because who the hell doesn't love to see cars getting open? I mean, I certainly do. I would open this again if I had like a bazillion of them. I wouldn't actually do that, but I love opening cars, so like, wouldn't mind it. Wish I wasn't late to know. Stars don't shine when there's only satellite. Here we are with Shu all opened up, and he looks incredible. He does indeed have a new expression. We'll compare it to the other one in just a moment here. But I do want to just show that concept art of the GRC line, or basically just GRC McQueen here on the screen. Originally, I believe it was going to be called Global Extreme Race, something along those lines, and you could check out the full details of it there on the screen. This image came from one of the animators or artists' portfolio page, but when I went to go check on it again, it was gone. So I'm pretty sure I'm like one of the few people that still have access to this image and are showing it publicly. Honestly, I would not have been surprised. I would not be surprised if they saw that I was using it a ton, like in my reveal videos and all that, and were like, hey, like, we really don't want that out. Can you please remove that from your portfolio page? And the only reason I say that, and maybe my logic doesn't make sense, but the same person on her portfolio actually uses 2 images from my video within her stuff. She's like, hey guys, check out this Xavier Rodalt that I worked on, like the artwork that's on the package. And then she shows an image of the diecast, and oh wow, surprise, surprise, it's my thumbnail. She also used an image from my video of the 3 golden Tomica cars from a few years ago, because she worked on the artworks for those, the Mac, the Mater, and the McQueen, which actually makes a lot of sense because it's a very similar aesthetic to the Racing Red artworks that she also worked on. So it's a really cool portfolio, and that's obviously a major side tangent, but it's super fun, and I love that concept art. That's why I show it all the time. Like, I literally will take any excuse I can to show it to you guys. But yeah, this is a new expression. Obviously not a happy one. We're still working on getting Shu in a jolly mood, but he's a little less mad, a little less angry looking. He now just kind of looks indifferent, like a little bit just like, come on, man. Like, dude, seriously, just an apathetic, kind of apprehensive, not caring, not giving, you know what I'm about to say, type of mood right now. And I like it. You know, it's different. I'm happy about it. The mouth is a little narrower as well. It doesn't bow out as much on this right side here, so that's also interesting. Now, he does still have the same logo on his hood, except the red circle is now outlined in that light blue that is characteristic of all of the GRC branding. Now, I wish my lighting was a little bit better. I don't know why. My lighting's been a little weird lately. But either way, one thing I don't like is that his side view mirrors here, which are technically these little nubs that pop out from the body, they're not fully painted. Like, they're supposed to be red, but they look like they have like snow or sand kind of glazed around them. That does not look good. That's just a symptom of the paint sprayer not spraying it fully and missing a whole lot of surface area right there. It got good on the top, but around the sides, that's horrible. That is exactly what happens on a lot of the next gen wheels as well. Now on the side here, you could see the contingency sponsors, and it is inaccurate actually to the artwork, as I kind of predicted there. I was giving it the benefit of the doubt, thinking maybe it's asymmetrical on either side, but as we saw, it goes Ride, the one I couldn't pronounce, Ravioli, and Petrola. It's similar, but it starts with Rev, which is not actually shown. It's like an abbreviation of the one that I couldn't pronounce, then Ride, then Ravioli, and Petrola. So I don't know, I feel like we've seen Petrola somewhere else before, but all these other ones seem like brand new companies that we have never seen before on any sort of billboard, other racer, you know, whatever it may be in any Cars media. Let me know what you guys think about that, because I think that's really cool. I love the red wheels. Another great departure from the typical silver ones that we've gotten, although we have seen Shu in red wheels before with the neon version, slightly different shade though, and he has had other colors like the blue ones for the ice, and then a slightly different silver and red for carbon. And then obviously for Carnival, white with the black. Very interesting, very diverse selection. You got the GRC logo there on the side, very similar to what we see on all the GRC racers, but it is slightly tweaked. Like McQueen's GRC logo has the black trim. The middle R there is white. Whereas on Shu here, no trim, and the middle R is like a gunmetal gray. So again, I like that. They're not just copying, pasting on all the racers here. Now, as we move to the back, he kind of transitions to a darker color, just like that gunmetal gray on the side with the white trim, and then a gray here on the roof. The white is just, a gradient. It goes right on into the gray, which looks awesome. And that's when all of the hexagonal designs begin as well. Very cool. I like how the front ones are a little more opaque. The transparency's down on these ones. And then the lines get bolder and bolder as you move to the back. So that's really cool. These exhaust pipes, these ventilation ports up here are plastic, as they always have been. And I've never liked them because they always kind of stand out like a sore thumb. Like if you look on the silver version, I think the wing and those exhaust ports, whatever you want to call them, look horrible because they are just so distracting to the silver body. Now, fortunately for the neon version, they solved that by making the plastic parts the same color as the body. But they don't always do that. And so I mean, it doesn't really matter here. The white looks fine, but I think it might have looked a little bit better in like that shade of gray. But yeah, Shu does have pretty much the same like dragon, the red kind of abstract dragon look that he usually would have way back in 2011 for the World Grand Prix. I mean, he's always had like some version of that as he's gone through the Transcontinental Race of Champions series. I love the wing here. You got the GRC 7 logo on the side, which is the only time that that specific logo appears. If we could please focus on it. That logo is on the card there, as you can see, and we will see variants of that logo, depending on what number the racer has on the package. On the top, you have the Global Racers Cup logo all spelled out, which we did kind of see a taste of on McQueen's wing as well, just a lot smaller. And again, I'm just glad that they're changing up the designs and the marketing on everything here. On this side, though, you pretty much have the exact same detailing. It is asymmetrical in nature, though, because the red dragon art kind of bends a little bit more to the right and just leans rightward. And as with all Shu Todorokis, nothing going on the back, just not enough surface area for it. And you got the blue stripes there on the bottom. But yeah, Shu has never really had anything besides maybe the occasional taillights in the back. And I'm honestly surprised they didn't give the GRC one any taillights, because almost always he does have. Does he like never not have taillights? That might be the real question here. Oh, here they even painted the exhaust pipes gray. One more. Yep, so this is the first Shu Todoroki without taillights. Nice. Love that. All right. I'm a little disappointed, honestly, with Shu. I knew going into it he wouldn't have been one of my favorite GRC racers, but I am a little sad, and I was hoping for a little bit more out of him. On the base here, you can see T11A. So again, same date stamp we saw on the card back itself. So that's cool. It's not like they made the diecast, then waited a little bit, made the packaging. Everything was made within about the same period of time. So yeah, I do want to compare him to the other versions here real quick, especially that like dragon. I don't know, I keep calling it a dragon, but it's so abstract. It's kind of like a red flame. But yeah, pretty gosh darn similar to how it always has been. He has a little bit of an additional slice of it though on the left, his left fender, which is not on the original version. Pretty much not on any of the versions of Shu. Here is the carbon version of Shu Todoroki, which might be my personal favorite. I love the darker piece going down the middle there. Carnival, not a big fan. I don't know. I like it, but it's so similar to the regular version of Shu in coloring. Ice Racer Shu might put up a good fight because I love how the blue looks. The blue dragon's the only time that the dragon is not red. Neon Shu is really cool. I love the gunmetal gray kind of chrome paint. Silver is not great, mainly because of those plastic pieces that we were talking about. So there you have it. He still looks great with Machmatsu as crew chief. Wouldn't it be cool if they made like World Grand Prix crew chiefs in GRC paintwork? That would be awesome. Wouldn't be that different, but I think that would be super cool. So yeah, guys, I don't think I have anything else. We got 3 GRCs loose now, technically. Only 2 die cast, but Francesco, even though he's plastic, still looks really good. And I can't wait to review him. He will probably be barring any unforeseen circumstances, he'll be my next GRC review. I have him coming from Astro Smoky in Australia. And I also then got Carlo Veloso from him, but that order, I got that from him like over a week later. I think it was like a week and a half. Yeah, actually, no, I think it was exactly a week later. I then bought from him like all the Case J singles, which includes Carlo Veloso. So you would think that Francesco will come first, but I don't know. Who knows? Australia to US, there's a lot that can go down in that cycle, in that transit there. I'm trying to say, like, what the hell? Why is my package not shipped out of Melbourne yet? Like, I keep looking at the tracking, and it's still not gone anywhere yet. So that's why I keep putting in the seed, like, well, maybe Carlo will come first. Who knows? Either way, guys, love doing these videos. Thank you, as always, for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments below, who is your favorite GRC racer? I know I asked this the other day, but it's an extremely important question that we're going to go back and forth with all the rest of the year until the GRC line concludes, which hopefully is not for a while, because I would love to see them go into 2025 and continue making these. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye now.